Hey guys, Cameron here with Emerson Property Management. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things help me build a sizable rental portfolio in about 2 years, now manage that portfolio. Today, guys, I want to talk about how rental income is not equivalent to W-2 income. And if you're not entirely sure what W-2 income is, that's just income from your job. If you go get a JOB, go get a W-2, work for somebody, and you get your $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month, that does not equal a rental property with $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month in rental income. And I want to show you that and put it in black and white and show some actual properties out of the portfolio that we manage on how much variability there is. So especially, this will be important. You guys stick around if you're looking to replace your income at some point, and I assume most of you are using rental properties over time to replace some of your income. You want to make sure you're using that appropriately and not doing it where you think you're getting $5,000 a month and come to find out you're getting $500 a month. God knows what. I hope it's never that drastic. But before I get into that, please, if you guys find this valuable, like, subscribe, share it with somebody. If not, I don't want any pity. Give us some feedback. If you guys have some constructive feedback, I would love to get that. Okay, let's get into this. So rental income not equivalent to W-2 income. We've all heard it. Maybe you've done it. Maybe that's why you're buying rental property. Hey, if I can get $5,000 a month coming in from my rental properties, then I can quit my $5,000 a month job. I'm financially free. I never have to work again. As long as you're doing the calculations and math right, that can be true. But how are you calculating your $5,000 a month in rental income? So I want to show you guys. If you think, and I've done other videos up here regarding rental property analysis, how to analyze rental properties and make sure that you understand those calculations so that you're not surprised at the end of the month or end of the year. You don't think you're getting $1,000 a month and you're really getting $100. But here are some true, and I just pulled 3 randomly, and I just wanted to kind of do apples to apples where we didn't have a turnover, but I want to show you in number 3 that we had a turnover in that one. The first 2 are just normal. Tenants were in there. Everything was peachy keen. We had a couple things come up, but I want to show you those versus number 3 where we had a turnover. So a lot of numbers on this thing, right? Bear with me in my chicken scratches. Okay, so number 1, the rent on this one is $1,295 a month. Number 2, the rent is $1,376 a month. Number 3, the rent is $2,050 a month. So if you think you're getting this property rent at $1,295 and you have it paid off, and you think you're going to walk away with $1,295, probably not going to happen. So this is what we pay to the owner. I don't have the information and data. I don't get it that granular unless the owner shares it with me and wants me to dig in and help them do some analysis on their portfolio. This is what we paid in the distribution to the owner. So in January, and I did this for the first 6 months. So this is January down to June, just the first 6 months of the year, because my whiteboard's not long enough. So first month and third month, $1,195. That was basically the rent minus our property management fee of $100 a month. Everything was peachy keen. Rut-row, we had some maintenance in April down to $107. May, we had something else come up. I don't know exactly what it is offhand. That owner actually had to pay us and was actually negative $1,711 that month. June came right back up. Everything was fixed between April and May. June right back up to $1,195. So again, nice, consistent for the first quarter. You could think, my gosh, things are rocking and rolling. And then things start to derail. So here is a perfect example. This is just one. And again, I've got 2 more here to walk through, but this is just one example of why you cannot take a $12, $13, $14, $15, $2,000, $2,500, $5,000 a month rental property and think that you're going to get that minus your taxes and insurance, that's going to be your income. It will not be that like that. And I don't know about y'all, but my rent is due and my mortgage is due and car payments and everything else, student loans, are due at a certain time every month. They don't vary like this. I can't tell my student loan, Fannie Mae, or whoever, that's not student loan, who's student loan? Nelnet, the federal government. Hey, listen, I only got my rent was reduced $1,000 this month. Can I just knock down my payment a little bit? Doesn't work like that. So make sure you're taking that into consideration. Example number 2, 1376. January, only walked away with $750. 1050, 1108, 1177, 1276. We had some issues here come up. We had to get stuff's course corrected. But look, beginning of the year, again, $500-$600 off. This wasn't a full rent. This wasn't full rent. We've had issues. And then down, it didn't take until May where that owner got basically the full rent minus the management fee. So again, y'all, this is not uncommon. We average 2 to 3 maintenance requests per property per year. Again, if you have a new build, that's probably 1 or nothing that year. If you have a 50, 70-year-old property they haven't done a lot of work to, it's probably going to be closer to 5 or more. We've had properties with almost double-digit maintenance requests because things are so boogered up and wrong. So it doesn't, and this might not even have been a major issue. This might have been one problem, then another small problem, another small problem, another small problem, and then you're back. So it doesn't mean that your roof has to blow off for your cash flow to get affected. Okay, it could be something, a faucet goes down, then you have a flooring issue, then you have a garbage disposal. I mean, things sometimes I feel like you get in rental property investing, sometimes when it rains, it pours. You try to fix something, 3 months later, you're dealing with it again. Got an HVAC, pump it up with some Freon, May comes, got to pump it up again, another $200, $300, $400, and it just keeps happening. Okay, the last one. So this one's $2,050 a month. I don't even remember what happened in January, but look, that was $1,500 difference than what we thought. 1121, 1863, 626, 1189, and then we had to do a turnover. Thankfully, it wasn't a big turnover, but my gosh, then we're down to 1157. So this stuff can happen very easily, y'all. I mean, you could have a property like this one over here where things are rocking and rolling and all of a sudden you have something happen, but you're right back to it. You could have property like number 2 where you have little things that kind of eat you alive. And then you could have property number 3 where it's just not your year. It's just not your year. You have issues, and then you have a tenant move out and have to do a turnover. And I can tell you right now, currently at the time of this recording in 2024, our turnovers average $1,752. That's an average owner turn when we place the tenant. So I hope this gives you guys a perspective. And I don't want to shit on, replacing your income and that being a dream or desire. That's why I got into rental property investing. I wanted to replace my income at BP. I couldn't stand it. I just had to get out of it. And not that I hated the people or anything, but the oil and gas business was up and down and crazy. And I didn't want to be reliant on that for my income. But something I found out is I got to rely on this. And you can't control, even the best property manager in the world is going to have turnover. You're going to have a fantastic tenant that's working out perfectly that then gets relocated, that then has a spouse pass away, that then has a family and needs to relocate, has, in addition to the family. Who knows? There's all sorts of things that can happen that have absolutely no relation to how good you are as a property manager, how fair, how well you treat your tenants. So I just see that a lot, y'all, now. And actually right now, at the time of this recording in 2024, there are a lot of people, because they're getting bit on various other streams, whether that's flips, whether that's rental properties, whether, the education business is a little down because Tom, Dick, and Harry, or not every Tom, Dick, and Harry can go out and buy a rental property and make money. You actually have to have some skills now. Things are not going up at 10 and 15% every year. So you're seeing people come in and try to tell you, buy my course, you can replace your income, be financially free. Just understand, y'all, do the math. Give yourself some CapEx, give yourself some reserves, set aside some funds. I do still believe real estate, residential, single family or small multifamily real estate is one of the best ways to create financial freedom for you and your family, especially over the long term. Stock market and real estate, but I still think real estate's better because of the leverage piece. Just make sure you're doing it intelligently, y'all. Don't let people sell you a bill of goods. Okay, y'all, I hope that was helpful. Again, if it was, let me know. If it wasn't, let me know, and I'll see y'all next week.